The Spitfire Mark II is a Tier 2 British turn fighter, and arguably one of the best fighter aircraft in game. The Spitfire Mark II is powered by the Rolls-Royce Merlin 20, which produces a strong 1,480 horsepower. This makes the Spitfire capable of hitting about 330 miles per hour at around 2,000 feet. The Spitfire's airframe begins to shake at around 425 miles per hour, though will brake at significantly higher speeds. The Spitfire Mark II is armed with not only 30 caliber machine guns, but also two 20mm cannons. The Spitfire Mark II performs exceptionally as both a turn fighter and an energy fighter, and skilled pilots will use both energy and turn fighting tactics against the enemy. The first thing you must do in the Spitfire is to gain some altitude, so that you may have the upper hand in an engagement. When you have enough altitude, dive on the enemy. You will often not be able to take out the enemy in the dive, so using the speed gained from the dive and the superior maneuverability of the Spitfire, loop around until you have a good position to fire upon and destroy the enemy. In the event of a head-on-head engagement where you do not have the altitude advantage, pretend to go head-on-head, but pull out of the head-on-head when the enemy starts shooting, and turn to a position where you can confidently take out the enemy. Always try to follow the enemy by turning, because the Spitfire's superior turn rate is greater than many of its adversaries. If you feel that you have enough speed/energy to follow an enemy when they are pulling up, do so. The enemy is often unable to turn around quick enough in order to deal with you, meaning that you will have a perfect position to shoot them down. The Spitfire Mark II is also a very good interceptor when it comes to heavy fighters and medium bombers. They can stay on their tail long enough to deal significant damage to the target, often taking them down. One thing to note when intercepting bombers is that you will often run out of 20mm rounds quickly. If you do overshoot or fly in front of the enemy while trying to take them out, simply loop back around to a comfortable position and destroy it. And that is how you Spitfire Mark II. Now get out there, wield Excalibur as your flight stick and show your enemies what it truly means to rule the waves.